Here are the ingredients for French crepes to make at home. It's a super easy recipe, and right now I'm going to be doubling the recipe, but I'll put the description in the recipe in the description for the single size recipe. So I'm doubling it right now. I'm going to turn on the scale to grams, and I'm going to start with the eggs. So for doubling it, I need 2 eggs. And you need a splash of vanilla for each recipe, like for each batch. And this is a double batch, so quite generous with vanilla because it tastes good. And I'm just going to tare this again because now we're going to measure the sugar. So it's 15 grams of sugar per batch, and I'm making double batch, so I'm going to do 30 grams. And then it's going to be 160 grams of flour for a single, but I'm doubling it, so it should be 320 that's going in. And then the milk is the final ingredient, and a single batch is 430, so we're going to go 860 grams of milk. 2% is what I usually use, but soy milk can be used as well, from what I've tried. It's a little bit over by 11 grams, but I think it's going to work still. Turn this off. And from my experience, the hand mixer is the best tool for this, to get it very smooth. We don't want bubbles, we just want it to be blended evenly and smoothly. So I'm going to skim some of the bubbles off the top. There aren't many, so I'm just going to take those off because we don't want bubbly crepes. So even though this is a non-stick pan made to make crepes with, I'm still going to oil it for the first one. And I'm going to put this little bit of oil, I'm going to spread it around with a paper towel a little bit. Oh, that's really hot. Turn it down. And so each crepe should be 1/4 of a cup measured for this size of pan, and you have to act quickly to spin it to get it all over the pan. This one's not so good, but the next one will be better. You'll see. It smells like vanilla. It's cooking a little bit too fast, but just turn it down and it'll get back to normal. I just grab it and flip it with my hands. So this one can cook a little longer. If you don't want to flip it with your hands, you can just wait until it's a bit more cooked. So that, and maybe use a bigger spatula. It's good to have the heat not too low, but not too high, so I'd say like medium on this. I put it almost to the 4, so it's medium low, because you don't want to be standing here for hours cooking them. So you put it on a cooling rack after, and let's see if I can get one a nice circle. That one's better. So here's the big pile of crepes that I just made. They don't stick together, you can peel them apart one at a time. And some of the things that I put inside my crepes are ham and cheese. Here's some Swiss cheese, for example. It's all I have right now. So Swiss and ham. Tuna with some mayonnaise and Swiss. Nutella is great on its own or combined with this mixture of ground walnuts and sugar. Or this can be on its own as well. Then we have cottage cheese. This is a pressed dry cottage cheese high in protein. Mix it with vanilla sugar, mash it up really smoothly together, and that's a great filling. And finally, just fruit, berries, and maple syrup. You could also wrap a crepe around a banana with some peanut butter for a nice healthy snack. So thanks for watching. Now I'm going to try one of these crepes. I'm also going to link the pan that I used in the description. It's only $17.97 or something from Amazon. So I'm going to try one of these crepes with Nutella. I don't put too much, just a little bit, because they're very thin. Just roll it up like that. Perfect. What are you doing?
Just about this much of time, like it.
No, but you're not supposed to be in my video.
Not be in it? Okay. That's it. You